Hallo, herzlich willkommen zur 67. Folge von Suzerain, samt Apfel.
Hallo.
Diese Folge haben wir hier diese Solidarität mit irgendeinem Aschraf. Irgendeinem
Ja.
Typ halt. Ja, da gehen wir halt jetzt hin. After making a stop in Deir to meet with Governor of Berkshire Felix Bronn, we finally arrived in the ancient walled city of Suzerain. More than 2 decades ago, this city gained particular importance for the Bloodish people due to the Ism incident, which was the reason for our visit. It was the anniversary of the Ism incident and the death of Watani Ashraf. The event took place in the aptly named Ism Square, just several blocks away from the site of the tragic Ism incident, which currently lays under Lake Sol, together with the ruins of the sunken city. We drove in the presidential Cadillac as we entered the city's old paved streets between its run-down buildings. Our convoy could barely fit the narrow streets, disrupting local traffic and creating a noisy chaos in this normally tranquil city. The passers-by looked upon us with concern as we drove towards the square.
Gut, dass wir keine Armed Vehicles
Ja,
mitgenommen
genau.
haben.
Ich weiß es nicht mehr, warst du Luschen oder war ich Luschen?
Du warst Lucian in dem Fall.
Was heißt in dem Fall?
In dem Run, sagen wir es so.
I must say, this was a good decision, sir. This will help ease the tensions. I hope so. If we play our cards right, I'm certain. We are almost there. I can hear the crowds. I hear the chants and shouting from outside. Lucian leaned in closer to the window, listening to their voices. They are telling us to go back where we came from. Schön, danke Lucian. We approached the large crowd that assembled in the square. There were probably at least 10,000 people. Most of them were yelling profanities and obscenities at me. As our convoy slowed down, a young bloodish man ran in front of our vehicle and spat on the window I was looking out from.
Ja, machen wir nix.
Nee, lieber nicht. I didn't do anything. Our vehicle came to a stop. My driver exited the vehicle and opened the door for me. Das war nicht mal unser Driver.
Oh.
We were greeted by Monson Leakey. He wore a coat over his suit, which was marked with red and turquoise stripes of the Bloodish Movement's flag. He moved towards to greet us. Hatten wir den schon mal?
Ich hab schon, weil der so dumm aussieht, aber wer hat ihn gesprochen?
Ich sehe ihn auf meiner Liste nicht.
Oh.
Hatten wir noch nicht.
Oh, ich dachte, den hätten wir schon mal.
Vielleicht sollte ich Ihnen, dass du nicht da warst. Egal. Man versteht jetzt auf deiner Liste.
Okay. Welcome to Suzerain, Mr. President.
Entweder 1, obwohl lieber nicht.
Warum nicht 4?
Können auch 4 machen, ja. Ich mir meinen Satz nicht beenden lassen. We shook hands. Mr. Leakey.
Mr. Galate, welcome. Shall we move into the sanctuary then?
Let's go. We started making our way into the Unseren sanctuary, which stood at the end of the square. A much smaller replica of the Ark Sanctuary in Deir. This building emanated a mystical aura due to its age and its blackened walls. We entered the building through the ornamented large metal gates. As we walked, the noise of the crowd started to fade out, Everyone started to get quiet for the ceremony. Thousands of candles were burning inside the sanctuary. One for each person that died in Ism. The red candle at the center was for Watani Ashraf. Mansoon gestured towards the candles. Oh fuck.
Hä? No, hä?
Ich weiß nicht, was wir machen sollen. Ah.
Irgendwo stand das gerade was.
Oh, oh. Panik.
Warum haben wir die Auswahl zwischen einer Opalacho und der roten?
Ich weiß es nicht.
Oder ist das so hochhalten im Sinne von Gedenken an die Person und eine normale Kerze sind einfach die, die gestorben sind und die rote Kerze ist Watani Ashraf?
Ja. Darum geht's auch.
Ist es so schlau für uns, den hochzuheben, wenn keiner...
It really depends. If you've been doing good things for the Bloods, they will like you taking the red candle. If you haven't, they will yell at you. The red candle symbolizes the murderer. If you've been oppressing them, they see it as either you are mocking them or you are being a crass opportunist, trying to look good as you continue to discriminate against them. If you've been completely and utterly perfect, you will suffer one heckler who will quickly be won over. If you've been terrible, they will pelt you with garbage.
Wie waren wir zu den Bloods?
Wenn schon das nächstes. If you cooperate... Also, here's a tip. If you cooperated with Operation Bear Trap, don't you dare take a red candle.
Was war Operation Bear Trap?
Das war's mit Wellen. Aber nehmen wir dann eine normale oder nehmen wir gar keine?
Ja, dann eine normale?
Oh God. If you were nice to them, take the red one and light the fire together. If you oppressed them a bit, take a normal one and act conciliatory. If you actively oppressed them repeatedly and or helped Molek oppress them, just don't go at all. It wouldn't end well. Shit. Hier sind wir. Nehmen wir eine normale.
Jetzt bin ich gespannt.
I picked up one of the candles. He picked up the candle for Ashraf and started walking out. Many others followed suit, including us. The atmosphere outside had completely changed. The crowd was now completely silent. We slowly walked towards Ashraf's grave. On the way, hundreds of people joined with us. Someone from the crowd shouted at me, breaking the silence. Don't mock the dead, you racist dog! You are defiling that candle in your hands. Keep walking. When we arrived, he pointed a huge standing torch above the grave. Wir lighten sie. Wir dürfen sie nicht zusammen mit ihm, aber wir haben jetzt schon eine genommen, jetzt können wir die auch nicht einfach ohne Feuer stehen lassen. Light the torch. I turned around and realized the sheer amount of people who were following us. They were all looking at me, waiting to hear what I would say. Oh fuck. Brothers and sisters?
Uiuiui, das sind die schwersten Entscheidungen, die du jemals treffen musst.
They are my fellow citizens. We are here to mourn Vatani Ashraf and many others who have lost their lives. Zwei oder drei.
Zwei?
They were brave men and women who only wanted to protect their land. Drei können wir schon mal vergessen.
Ich fand zwei, glaube ich, auch nicht so gut.
Despite the attempts to divide us, our people will stand as one. We are swords, we are blood. We are all united under the one flag. An old man from the crowd yelled, "Your flag! Your nation!" Don't play into the hands of the separationists. United we stand, divided we fall.
Uiuiuiui.
Drei.
Ja.
We must always stay together in the face of adversity, against all odds. Drei? Ne, drei ist glaube ich nicht gut. Obwohl?
Scheiße, das ist so schwer.
Drei. Mistakes were made in the past. Innocent people of Islam paid the price. But we cannot let the past divide us. Thank you. Das andere ist nicht gut.
Ja, ja.
There was no reaction from the crowd, only silence. Mancini leaned in closer to me.
I must admit, Mr. President, that was a good speech. Hui. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. He extended his hand to me for a handshake. Hug him. Shake his hand.
Shake his hand.
As we shook hands, the crowd started to clap.
Thank you for this, Mr. President. I don't think the people of Suzerain will ever forget this. You've become the first and only president who was brave enough to come to Suzerain and pay respects for the Islam victims. I hope this will be a start of a new era.
Hoffe ich auch. Tötet mich nicht.
Thank you.
Lucian rushed near me. Sir, it's time to go. We started making our way back to the convoy. Well done, sir. This will prove very useful in the upcoming elections.
Time will tell.
Lucian bowed his head. We entered our vehicles and started making our way back home from Suzerain. Ah! Es ist gut ausgegangen! Und das, obwohl wir sie oppressed haben.
Leben.
Haben wir ein Bild von dem? Schade.
Ja.
Dann, ja, gut. Dann lasst mal ein Like und ein Abo da, wenn es euch gefallen hat. Schaut beim nächsten Mal wieder vorbei. Morgen 14 Uhr geht's weiter und tschüss.
Tschüss.